Hey, 308, day 308. Take her down to 510, 510.
510.
How about at 308 down under? 308, 9 Alpha Tango 791.
9 Alpha Tango 791. Mr. Jungle Joe. Got you loud and proud down under, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, you're blasting in here, man. Yeah, I just kept the thing running all day. I was working a bunch of Europe this morning, and I figured I'm getting such a good signal from my Wi-Fi here, because this little Radio Shack is about 40 feet from the house and another 30 feet or so from the modem. So, hey, it's running, so I left her going, and you're definitely in my gate right now.
Yeah, cheers. Well, it's working for you, Joe. It's an interesting concept, operating remote. Not something I've built into myself, but it is a pretty cool thing to be able to do. But sorry about that low signal, mate. I was actually on the wrong antenna, and then I looked down and flicked it over, mate. So hopefully things improve there, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I could barely hear you on the other one, and now you're 20 over into the red there, just absolutely blasting, and I got my antenna pointed right towards you, man, so I'm sure yours is pointed this way, too. Sounding good, man. Very loud audio.
Yeah, you copy, Joe. Yeah, cheers for the 20 over, mate. That's great. That's made my day. I really like to hear that, especially way up there on the right up above the Pacific Northwest there. It is a long way between the antennas, Joe. The band isn't that great either right now. I've seen a few signals, but nothing too crazy, mate. So do appreciate the 20 over. Got you around about S9, maybe a little more at times. So we've got some conditions going, mate. How have you been anyway, Joe, aside of all that?
Yeah, it's been good. I've been really good. A little rainy here today, so, it's one of those kind of days where you don't want to hang outside too much. It is our autumn up here. We're into fall, so I know you guys are probably at least 28, 30 degrees or more down there. And here, current temperature is only about 9 degrees this evening, 9 degrees Celsius, and I can hear the rain on my roof there, QSL.
Yeah, okay, yeah, understand. That's the time of the year you guys are heading to. I am fond of the cooler weather. You probably don't remember, but I do tend to tell everybody in that part of the world how much I do like the cold, Joe. The rain, maybe not so much. It's probably a fair bit cooler here today than you might imagine, being this time of the world at our latitude. Around about 19 degrees. Just went outside and shooting a few hoots with some young fellas, and they warmed me out, Joe, over.
That's a perfect temperature, 18, 19 degrees. I can function in that too, even if you have to go out and work in that. That's the perfect temperature. And I don't mind heat if I don't have to work in it. But when I have to work in it, 18, 19, 20, hey, that's good, man. That sounds like, you're living it there down there, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to cope with, mate. Just a little bit humid. A bit on the humid side. I don't have a weather gauge here, mate, but I would imagine it's around about 80%. It is quite humid, so a bit of sweat coming out, mate, but what do? You got to get out and move, Joe. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Hey, you weren't in Queensland, were you?
Negative, mate. I'm in Sydney. I'm about 50 miles northwest of a harbour bridge in an area we know as the Hawkesbury. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, nice area, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think your winters get very cold there, do they?
We get down to about, I would say 25 degrees Fahrenheit would be about the coldest it gets. About -6, Joe, is about the coldest. And, the average winter we might see a dozen days where it's 0 Celsius up.
Yeah, it always amazes me, Australia, because Australia is so big, and I always say that to people. There's just so many different climate zones within the continent of Australia. I mean, you can go up to the tropics, you can go to the desert, you can go to the mountains. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. It is a decent slab of rock and dirt, no doubt about it, Joe. We have, obviously, the bulk of our population, on the coast, particularly the east coast, because any further than 300 miles inland from that's not that hospitable, mate. It is a desert, and it always will be. You can tend to forget that because we do have a pretty wide range of topographies in this country. But I prefer the mountains. The mountains are where it's at for me, Joe. That's where I tend to spend most of my time, especially when it comes to recreational pursuits, mate. Hunting and fishing and camping, full driving, things of that nature, mate. The mountains are where it's at for me, Joe.
Yeah, Roger on that there. No, that's a good place to be, and you guys do have some beautiful mountains there. I know that. I know you got the Blue Mountains, right? And then you got the Kosciuszko, the big one there, where you get lots of snow and it gets really cold up on top of those mountains, QSL.
It does, absolutely it does, yeah. Our alpine regions tend to get underrated on a global scale as far as temperature goes. They can be pretty nasty places if you're not prepared for them, and a few people have found that out the hard way. I was watching something yesterday actually on YouTube about Mount Washington. I think it's in not Nova Scotia, it's up there in the northeast there in New Hampshire, possibly. Mount Washington, and it's a pretty
Oh, yeah, that's right there. And you know, the funny thing is, we actually have a Mount Washington here on Vancouver Island near Courtney because I used to ski there. And it's a pretty big mountain, too. I don't know if it's as big as the Mount Washington in New Hampshire, but I also know about that one, too. And I know people have died on that mountain. The conditions can get pretty harsh, adverse weather conditions, QSL.
Absolutely, yeah, and it changes so quickly in the alpine region, doesn't it? It definitely changes quick, and it can catch you out if you're not prepared. I mean, yeah, one of those things you have to be experienced. But anyway, it is a part of the world, and the kind of climate that I'll definitely love to experience more of. But well, you never know, Joe. I'm probably half a dozen years off being anywhere else able to retire. But when I do, mate, I'll be on a jet headed northeast going.
Yeah, right on, man, right on. Well, you'd probably like it around here. There's a lot of mountains if you ever come to British Columbia. I was up at Whistler in August, and I used to ski there lots. I used to ski there back in the day, and those are pretty good-sized mountains. And, yeah, British Columbia is full of mountains there, QSL.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that I watch on YouTube, I don't watch TV, and we don't need to go into the reasons why, you know that full well. I watch documentaries and real-world stuff, and a lot of it's about that part of the world, Joe, you know, and I can't help but just fall in love with it, mate, every time I see it. I've actually got friends who have family in Banff, and they said that I could probably be up with them at some point, and they put me up if I was ever to step foot in Canada. And I've also got a cousin in Montreal on the other side of the country that would show me around as well. So you never know, mate. I do have some opportunities, but I just need the time, Joe. I don't want to go there for 2 weeks. I'd rather go for 3 or 4 months.
No doubt about it, man. That's like if I ever go to Australia, it's got to be for over a month minimum for sure, because there's a lot of stuff to see. And same with Canada. It's a big place. And Banff is beautiful. I've been there before, man. And, man, yeah, if you like mountains or you like to ski and you like outdoors, Banff, Jasper, all those places in the Rocky Mountains, kind of between, well, British Columbia and Alberta. And they're big mountains, those Rockies, man. And I know a person like you would just love it. That's cool, man. That's lots of fun. So you don't have any dangerous animals there like bears or mountain lion, right? So it's pretty safe when you guys go camping there. You probably don't have to worry about bears getting you, right there, QSL?
Yeah, we don't have black bears, we don't have brown bears, we don't have any bears. You know, the koala bear, they call it a bear. It's not really a bear, it's a marsupial. But no, Joe.
I'm gonna go take it right away. Thanks, bro.
Poisonous things down here. The biggest danger down here is the lefties, mate.
That's cool. Okay, so the only dangerous things you have really are the snakes, some snakes and some spiders, but those aren't going to be hanging out up in the mountains in the snow.
Negatory, you won't find anything up there that's going to hurt you. You're actually at more risk of a strange person. Just recently we had three separate incidents down in the high country where people disappeared. They did find 2 of them, and the others were never found, mate. So right at the moment, they haven't charged anybody, mate, but there's somebody that's committed a couple of murders down there in the last few years with people remote camping on their own.
Yeah, that happens. I've heard of that a lot happening. I mean, maybe not so much here in our mountains, but in the U.S. and stuff like that, you go for a hike, couple of people, and they end up go missing, and then they end up finding the bodies later on, you know, months later or whatever. So foul play, and they never really get those people that did it, right? And there's always crazies wherever you go. Every country you go to, you're going to find some crazies there, QSL.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sad, isn't it, Joe, to think that you can wander out into the woods and there's so many things that can go wrong and bring you undone. And if you're prepared for that, then you probably get away with it. But I watched something just yesterday, last night, in fact, about a young guy that was very well prepared, well experienced. He was in Montana and he was camping an hour north of Bozeman. And I'm not quite sure what he was doing. He might have been hunting, I'm not sure. And he got attacked and somebody hacked him to death with a
See, that's just absolutely craziness, right? Some psychotic living in the bush doing that's probably never going to get caught, you know, and he probably didn't even know it hit him. That's very unfortunate when you hear stuff like that. Somebody wanting to enjoy life and it gets ended just like that, QSL. Oh, great. That's all we need. Well, as long as he doesn't come to our island, right? Oh, my God. We do have mountains on our island, but biggest is only about 2,300 and some feet. But, yeah, you know, it'd be easy for anybody to come through from Canada to the States or from U.S. into Canada because there's just so much vast forest out there. Anybody could sneak through there, QSL.
100%, yeah. It's a long border, mate. I was looking at Canada on a map today, and I just said to a friend of mine on the phone, it's such a big place. It's a huge landmass, and the population, you know, compared to the landmass, is not that big. So there's a lot of places where you can disappear in there if you wanted to. But I'll tell you what, I don't think you're in any danger there of this particular gentleman, Joe. He sees your biceps, he's going to run the other way, over.
He better not show up here. I got no trespassing signs on my property. We'll put the main squeeze on him. But I know wherever you go, there's crazies. I'm sure there's even crazies here on this island. Although, you know, I don't really watch the news much, my friend. I chucked our TV in the garbage a few years ago. It broke. Our TV broke. And I said to Wendy, that's going in the garbage. So I'm like you. I like to watch documentaries. I watch stuff on YouTube. I'm more like that too, QSL.
100%. Couldn't agree more, Joe. There's not much really to look forward to by watching mainstream television at all. What you see is going to be twisted and convoluted version of what might be the truth. And I couldn't agree more, mate. When my television stops working, that'll be the end of it. I only watch YouTube on it, mate. That's all. And that's limited as well. So I'll stick to the radio for that matter. But with that, Joe, I'll let you go. Just might spin the dial, see what else is happening on the band. It's been great to catch up with you, Joe. I'm still hearing you really well down on that.
Hey, man, thanks for popping in there. So you can see it on this live gate here. I'm live right now. And if you go to probably like 7 hours and 50 minutes into it, or even 45 minutes, start from there and you'll see yourself, you'll hear yourself coming in, man. You are 10 and 20 over, man. Just smashing in here. Sound like a local, brother. Hey, cheers and beers to you. It was a pleasure there, 308. You have fun out there and enjoy your day and happy DXing. And we'll be listening for you on the band again from 9 Alpha Tango 791 out here in the Gulf Islands.
Yeah, ditto on that, Joe. It's cool. Cool to catch up with you. Haven't had a decent chat with you for quite some time, so I've got the antenna right up. And it was just unfortunate. I flicked to the wrong one there. It usually makes switch it over and then you came screaming back in, so I knew you'd be hearing me better. Good to take advantage of the conditions. 791 up there in the Gulf Islands. Like I said, always a pleasure, Joe. 308 down under 73s to you, mate. Take care.
All right, 73s. Cheers and beers.
Break.
Go ahead, station.
9 Alpha Tango 001, Division Sugar Whiskey 54, Central North Island, New Zealand.
This is 9 Alpha Tango 791 waving at you. 41 Division, bring back your number, North Island, New Zealand.
Sorry, I do stand corrected. 9 Alpha Tango 791. This is 41 Division Sugar Whiskey 54, Central North Island, New Zealand.
Beautiful signal, man. Beautiful signal coming in from the South Pacific, North Island, New Zealand. Just talking to 308 there, Sydney, Australia. Same thing. Great signal. 20 over. Got you 10 and 20 over here to the Gulf Islands off the far west coast of Canada.
You're lucky, my mate. Yeah, Gulf Islands. Yeah, I'm going to Google that very shortly. Yeah, you're having me 10 to 20. 10 to 20. Modulation is just perfect, my mate.
Okay, perfect. And I will not touch this D104 lollipop. I was just about ready to take the screwdriver and adjust the volume on the bottom. So thank you so much for the radio check. Yeah, you're 10, 20 over, and your audio same. Beautiful, crystal clear audio. I would put your audio at 100% QSL.
Dodgy, my mate. I'm using a Dell Keyboard 570S. Running through a 3-element vertical pointed
Sounding good, man. Hey, that 3 Elements working real good, and that kicker, the fire and the wire, definitely working. Doesn't sound overdriven or anything. Really, really nice sounding station, my friend. You got Joe on this side, Juliet Oscar Echo. I'm running an RCI 2980 WX with a D104 Lollipop, pushing about 150 to 200 whiskeys through a 3-element flat side Serio Yagi beam pointed your way, QSL.
Oh, Rocky Joe, yeah, Rocky, 3-element Serio. Yeah, I couldn't get one of those here in New Zealand. They won't ship them that thing in Holland, although they did ship my vertical, my vertical, but only straight up and down stick. Yeah, they did ship that, but they wouldn't send the 3-element Yagi, so I had to get it from Perth in Australia, and the guy who built them over there, Kit Kiltron. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. But I'll show you my handle there, Joe. Handle is Sparrow. I spell for you Sierra Papa, Alpha, Romeo, Oscar, Whiskey, Sparrow, as in the small bird. And I've had that nickname for 30 plus years while I've been on the old CB radio there, Joe, back to you.
That's really cool, man. I like it because I like sparrows. Well, I tell you what, my nickname here is Banana Joe, and I run a live gate out of my YouTube channel, but my YouTube channel is actually called Jungle Joe C Video Gates, because we grow a lot of exotic plants here on our island, lots of palm trees and exotic plants. So I got that nickname a long time ago, QSL.
Yeah, we can't grow bananas down here. Down my way in the central North Island, it seems to be a little bit cold for them in the winter or something like that, but yeah. No, that's awesome. And it's a beautiful contact there, Joe. And I'm going to pass it up, because I can hear some people in the background screaming breaker. I don't know why they're screaming, all they have to do is ask. Alright, Joe. Let me see if I can get this right. 9 Alpha Tango 791 up there in Canada. You have a great day, my friend. 41 Division Sugar Whiskey 54. We'll be on the side.
Thanks a lot, Sparrow. Hey, it's been a pleasure, buddy, and you got a great sounding station, man. Give yourself a pat on the back. 10, 20 over consistently the entire time into the red, man. Sound like you're sitting here in the radio room. Hey, cheers and beers, buddy. Enjoy the DX on the beautiful North Island of New Zealand. We'll be listening for you again. 41 Sugar Whiskey 54. New Zealand 9 Alpha Tango 791. Out here on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We're waving.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sparrow. Good one.